This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy. Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess. At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards premieres August 5th on FX and Hulu.
I'm not giving up.
I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either gonna be okay.
No, stop!
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this Stalker situation, because it's something that he said, where I did kind of talk about it a little bit in the last episode, but I feel like that this particular thing needs to be its own episode. I need to just strictly talk about this to let other people know, and I guess like for future stalkers, future haters, or I guess any current haters or stalkers where it's like you're not as public as this guy, I might not know about you and things, but you still in the cut stalking and harassing and I guess more so stalking, but my thing is this, right? Because that was what he had said when we were in my stream the other day, was that he cares more about stalking me than his own family. Now, even on some trolling stuff, that's still a weird thing to say. At least in my opinion, it's a weird thing to say. Now, in his head, that might not be a weird thing to say out loud. And that's why I've been saying that. I'm like, okay, if it's not a weird thing, if nothing's wrong with that, go tell your brother that. Because so that's what he said, all within the same conversation. He told me that he lives with his brother out in Florida. So my thing is this, right? A little challenge. You go record yourself telling your brother that you care more about stalking me and harassing people online than you care about him. And I just want to see how that conversation goes, because it's going to be one of two things. Your brother is going to realize ain't nothing wrong with you and he's going to kick you out of his house. Or it's going to be a situation where he just downplays it because he's like, okay, I know something's wrong with you, so I ain't even going to feed into that, because I feel like that with this stalker, this Talimation guy, he's definitely a problem in his household. That's probably why he's living with his brother, because I'm like, what's up with the parents? How come they don't want you? They don't want nothing to do with you. And maybe he might have some other siblings. And if he does, how come they don't want nothing to do with you? Like, it's funny how you can kind of see like a person, like you could kind of read people just based off of a few interactions on social media and stuff. And yeah, I'm like, I can tell that you ain't no family person, but it ain't even one of those things where it's like, it's your choice that you're not a family person. No, you're a problem with your family. They don't want nothing to do with you. And that's the thing. Eventually it is going to get to a point, and that's what I wanted to talk about in this podcast episode, because what I started thinking about was that he's putting his brother's life in danger. And the last thing that his brother probably wants is somebody showing up to their house because of something that Talimation done did. So that's what I wanted to really talk on and elaborate on and all that other stuff. Because I'm like, and I do want to end it off. Well, I guess like if I forget to ask that question, after this podcast episode, is it still going to be a situation where you still care more about stalking and harassing people online than you caring about your own brother? Because if that's the case, then you might as well move out. Go find another place, go live on your own. But it's like, you should not be putting your brother's life in danger because of whatever random stuff that you got generated in your head about some internet drama that doesn't even involve you. Like, that's the thing. And what's so funny about that too? Because I think I forgot to mention that in the podcast episode, the last podcast episode where I was talking about our conversation. I don't even think I brought that. No, I didn't even bring it up in the stream. It's funny how he likes to say that Just a Robot, because that's the fan base that he came from, allegedly. Because my thing is this, right? You claim that Just a Robot is better than me. Have you watched any of Just a Robot's videos? Like, outside of the videos that he's done about me, have you watched any of his other videos? Because if so, name some. Name 5 videos that then, you know what, I guess like asking that question, he could just look up 5 random videos on his channel. So I guess like, yeah, that's not a proper question to ask. But the thing is this. I did not know of you until you started stalking me. It wasn't like I had seen you in a Just a Robot video or you was in his own video. Do you even comment underneath his videos? Like, and my thing is this, how long, because my question would be is how long have you been subscribed to Just a Robot? And if you're all like, oh, I've been subscribed to him since, because you get those fake fans out there where they're all like, oh yeah, I've been subscribed since he had 100 subscribers. Okay, prove it. You had to have left a comment at some point in time underneath this channel, so prove it. Prove that you've been a fan of him for a long period of time. But yeah, that's the thing, with his uneducated self, he's just going to do the dumbest thing possible to try to quote unquote prove his loyalty to Just a Robot. Meanwhile, he probably did watch his videos at some point in time, but he probably hasn't watched one of his videos in years. And it's probably because if he's been stalking me since 2023, yeah, that's probably how long it's been. He probably has not been watching the Just a Robot video. He didn't know nothing probably about that Cinnabear situation. He probably didn't know because he's that locked in on what I'm doing. And it's just weird, to see behavior like that. I feel like, man, it's one of those things. But I'm like, but getting back to the brother stuff, I feel like that's where this conversation needs to be at. So when he said that in my stream that he cares more about stalking me than his own family, I got to thinking about it because I'm like, I know he don't be telling his brother this. I know that he probably just keeps off to himself in his brother's home. Probably don't even be talking with them. Probably don't even be saying nothing to him. Just walk right past them, go straight to the computer and get the stalking and harassing people online. And that's the thing that's so messed up about it is that he's taking advantage of his brother. Like, that's the thing where I'm like, that baffles me is that here it is. You claim that you don't care about your family, yet you're mooching off of them. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that you're taking advantage of your brother? Because if that's the case, you shouldn't be living with your brother. If you don't care, if you care more about stalking and harassing people online than you care about your own family, why are you living with your brother? Go live out on the streets. Go live with if you have any friends, go live with some friends. But that's the thing. He ain't gonna do that. Because his brother, that's the only shot that he has in life. That's the only person in this world that actually does care about him. And that's the messed up thing where it's like, you'll run online, say that you don't care about him, but meanwhile, here it is, your brother doesn't even want you to be put in any danger. He's taking care of you. And how do you repay him? By stalking people online. That's messed up. No, that's one of those things where I'm like, nah, man, if there's somebody in this world that cares about me and all I have to do is repay them back, fam, I'm repaying them back 10 times over. But I'm not going to, thanks, I guess, and then just go and do any and everything else that satisfy my needs. That's messed up. Like, no, you a deadbeat brother. That's why I have been calling him on social media, because he is a deadbeat brother. The thing is this, right? Even if it is on some stuff where you don't get along with your family, still, you don't put anybody over your family. Your family is all that you got. So for you to even say some old crazy stuff like that, if you don't have a close relationship with your family, I can see why. Maybe his family already does know that he don't care about them. But I'm like, man, the thing is this though, to say that publicly, that's crazy. That's one of those things where I'm like, man, I don't care how mad I am at my family. I couldn't say no stuff like that. Not even on no trolling stuff. Maybe if I was an actor in a movie or a TV show and that's what my lines were. But other than that, I'm like, yeah, I can't say that about my actual blood family. So that's why I'm like, man, it really trips me out that a person can have their mind just made up that much. And that, and the thing is this, I always would say that the future with people like Talonmation, it's either death or prison. But here's what I personally think was going to happen. His brother, and there's many different things that can happen with his brother. His brother is going to probably end up at some point in time finding out how he acts online. And he probably is going to see that. That's why he might have like some secondary account where that's his personal account. But then he has like this, the Stalker account, the Talonmation account, where that's where he does all the dirty work. But I feel like that one day he is going to slip up a little bit. He going to let his guard down. Brother's going to probably get a hold of it. He's going to like, why is he always on his phone? Why is he always, like we're either on his computer, tablet, whatever the case is. Why is he always on that? Wait till you fall asleep. Bypass your code, see all the different stuff that you're doing, and that the thing is this. That's probably what happened to the last account. That I got to thinking about it because I'm like, the thing is this, right? I guess paying attention to people like Just a Robot. They always love denying something that they're being accused of, and that with this Talonmation guy, because he had another account last year. For those that don't know, he had an account, I think it was like Talon Kitchen or something like that, where that was the account he was like threatening me and all that other stuff. But the account randomly just disappeared. What if his brother did see that account and then he disabled it, and now he's probably, and that's probably what it is. He got like some secret phone or tablet or something like that, and that's where he does the dirty work and stuff. And so he's like, oh, let me go underneath. So maybe that's what I need to start doing, because I do have screenshots of the one account. So maybe I got to start linking that name to that account, because his brother is probably all like, oh, let me look it up and see anything with this Talon Kitchen, but he probably don't know about Talonmation, and so that's why I'm like, no, yeah, that's what I need to start doing. I need to pretty much, yeah, just like calling him out on his behavior, because he ain't gonna call himself out on his behavior. He ain't gonna tell his brother how he's acting online, because you know what the funny thing is, he's scared of his brother. He's afraid of what his brother might do to him. And I guess like what, take away his phone, kick him out, or you know what? No, because it's like he probably ain't gonna do no stuff like that. He is gonna kick him out of the house, because he's like, nah, the thing is this. You had the chance and opportunity to better your life and do something productive with it. Instead, you want to stalk people online and then try to justify it with some old dumb made up excuse or whatever it is you have built up in your head. Why? And that's the thing, like where if his brother ever does sit down and have a conversation with him, that's going to be the one question that he can't answer. Just a simple word. Why? Why would you why would you even just do this in the first place? What did these people do to you? Absolutely nothing. So, and I'm like, man, the fact that I have to like talk to him like I am his brother and things, but it's like, no, what, like the thing is this, these people, from the kids that you were being a pedophile to myself and probably a bunch of other different people, what have we done to you? Absolutely nothing. I mean, having it where it's like you going after my friends, and it's like, what did my friends ever do to you? They just guilty by association? That doesn't even, to me, that just don't even make no sense. You're going after people and they ain't even did nothing. So that's why I'm like, yeah, my thing is this, all right?
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy. Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess. At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards premieres August 5th on FX and Hulu.
I'm not giving up.
I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
You need to sit down and you need to have a conversation with your brother, and you need to tell him how you're acting online. If you ain't willing to do that, then fam, go on about your business. Stop talking about me. And that's the thing. You might be on some stuff where I'm like, oh, I'm always going to talk about. That's what's always going to be said to you from now on. Go have that conversation with your brother and record it. Tell him that you care more about stalking and harassing and being a pedophile online than you do about, caring about your own family. And see how that conversation goes. Because I guarantee and I promise you, your brother is going to kick you out. So what you trying to do? Fix your life and get right, or pretty much just continue on going down this path. Because I'm telling you, the path that you're heading down, it's a very dark path. It's one of those paths where when you don't went too far deep, There ain't no getting back out. You gonna be stuck in that path until the day you die. And I know people might be all like, oh, that's, you could tell something's wrong with, I don't care what's wrong with him. I don't care what form of autism he has. I don't care what he got going on. The thing is this, right? If you stalk me, it's fine. It's whatever. You know, threaten my life. I've had people threaten me before online. It's nothing new. You know, a lot of different things he done said and did to me. But when you start doing some pedophile stuff, how could, like, tell your brother that. Tell your brother that you a pedophile. Tell your brother that you was having an inappropriate conversation with a minor online. My thing is this. Don't even tell him about the family stuff. Don't even tell him about what you said to me. Tell him about how you a pedophile. Have that conversation with him. I guarantee and I promise you your brother is going to kick you out. I am willing to bet money. If you tell your brother that, he's going to kick you out. And if you're all like, oh, I'll tell him, record it. Because I would love to see how that interaction would go down. You don't even, the thing is this, you don't even have to record faces. You could do an audio recording. Just hold the phone down somewhere, sit your brother down and tell him how you're being a pedophile online. Either tell him that or tell him how you're doing all the other, but you have to tell him what you're doing, or both. Just tell him everything. Just tell him all the different stuff that you're doing online. I guarantee and I promise you your brother is going to kick you out. So if you ain't trying to deal with that, the thing is this. Right now, you have the chance. Turn away. Delete your accounts, stop stalking and harassing people. But my thing is this, eventually, at some point in that, and you know, that's the thing too, where it's like, I got this sitting down thinking about that, you know, how he likes, because I'm like, what if it's one of the people, the kids, one of the kids that he was being a pedophile to. I don't know if it was like, because there was the one girl, but my thing is this, with people like him, I don't know. I have a strange gut feeling that there's probably other people involved too. You know, I guess, yeah, talking on like minors and stuff. There's probably some other minors that fell victim to him. He don't seem like the type where it's like he just talks to just one person, you know, or just has one account. And so, yeah, he's probably doing this off of other accounts. But my thing is this, right? You're putting your brother in a dangerous situation. And I don't think he realizes that. I don't think he understands that, where it's like, let's say somebody, they do figure out where, because you told me that you live in Florida. So that was a bad mistake. Because I'm like, it ain't Florida, even though it's a big state, still, people, they be doing their research. I ain't seen where situations done happen online. Like there'd be like shootings or something. They done figure out who the shooter was. They done figured out who the victims were. The news, they won't talk about that until like maybe 4 or 5 hours later. You know, stuff that we already done seen online. I'm saying like it's one of those things where I'm like, man, you need to understand what the internet can do to a person. It can put you in the most toughest position possible, and you would not be able to escape from it. So what would you do if somebody, like, you then crossed the wrong somebody, and now they done showed up to your house and they want to cause bodily harm to you, yours, your brother? And that's the thing too, where it's like something happens to your brother, what are you going to do? And the thing is this, that's the thing that he don't understand. That blood, that's going to be on your hands. Something happens to your brother, that's going to be on you. Because you got your mind so caught up and confused. Not even confused, you just got your mind so caught up on some stuff that doesn't even involve you. But the thing is this, even if you did want to get yourself involved, what reasons do you have to be involved? So that's why I'm like, yeah, that whole like stalker, oh, I'm a stalker, I'm this, I'm that, that fam, ain't nobody hearing that. Ain't nobody hearing that at all. You just trying to be involved in some stuff that you ain't got no reason to be involved in, trying to seek friends, find shelter and all that other stuff. You have shelter. That's your brother. And if you don't care about your brother, move out the house. So the thing is this, you have two choices after this podcast episode ends. You move out of your house and you let your brother have a normal life and stop mooching off of him, stop taking advantage off of him, or you have a sit down and you tell him all the different stuff that you're doing. If you ain't willing to do any of those two things, go on about your business, because that's the only stuff that I'm going to be bringing up from now on. So anyways, with that being said, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service, and peace.